Hello, my name is Yeşim Şireli, and I'm the 2022-23 president of the American Society for Engineering Management. As part of our Spotlight series of Women in Engineering Management, we're having short conversations with some of our past presidents. And we have Dr. Suzie Long with us today. Dr. Long will answer a couple of questions for us about her experiences with our society. Dr. Long is Dean of Engineering at the University of Idaho. She's passionate about giving back to the profession and been in leadership positions in both the ASEM and the IASC. She's a fellow of the ASEM, a fellow of the IASC, and has received the ASEM Sarche Award in 2021, among many other honors. In fact, Dr. Long was the ASEM president during the year of 2018-2019. Dr. Long, thank you for joining us today. Can you tell us what led you to the ASEM in the first place?
Absolutely. It was a natural fit. But as I reflect back on it, then I was privileged to do my graduate work at the Department of Engineering Management, Systems Engineering at what had been University of Missouri-Rolla, now Missouri S&T. I mention it specifically because that is the department that Bernie Sarche founded. And so, of course, everyone on the faculty was incredibly proud of that. And when talking with graduate students about opportunities, ASEM was always top of mind. And so I looked into it a little bit, did my homework, and even as a graduate student knew that this was a place I wanted to go, where I wanted to fit in and contribute. And so I joined as a professional member, even as a grad student. Many start on the student path, but I'm an all-in kind of person. And for me, the ASEM, it's the house that Bernie built. And I knew this was where I wanted to be and where I wanted to stay. And I have never regretted that decision. It is an amazing organization.
Thank you. Also, could you talk a little bit about your memories from ASEM or your proudest accomplishments?
Yes, we're talking 20 plus years now of memories, and it has been an amazing journey. So one of the things I will say that really stands out is with ASEM, you're not just a membership number, you're family. And so I very quickly began to make connections, began to look for ways that I could be more deeply involved. And anyone who's looking for a service organization, a professional organization, I cannot encourage them enough to look at ASEM. One of the things that I think about over the years, you will naturally build up very strong relationships with folks. And so I remember some engagements that I'd had with the U.S. Military Academy. We would both bring student competition teams. And so I noticed that the students themselves were interacting. They were sitting at each other's tables. They were, really bonding. But I wasn't quite seeing that with some of the faculty between the different schools who brought teams. And so I still remember walking up to the table where many of the ASC or the US MA faculty were sitting and saying, I think there's too many uniforms at this table. I'm going to join you. And so it's sort of like, really? But they could not have been more welcoming. And we've done that ever since. We do, I think, a better job of breaking through cliques in ASEM than you might see other places. So that's a fun memory. Another one I remember as part of my presidential address, something that you have just gotten to do, Yeşim, and it's a lot of fun to get up and plant a vision. But in my case, what had been planted for me from one of my colleagues was find a way to work this particular word or idea into it. And they thought they'd given me a challenge I could never meet. It's like, how could you possibly find a way to get that in there? Well, don't give me a challenge, because I'll tell you, I did. And so folks are smiling and looking, and then there's some folks chuckling, and no one understood why, but the inside track is they're chuckling because when someone gives you a challenge, pick it up and go with it, have fun. And frankly, that is a major memory that I have of working with ASEM is we're there to do good work, but we're there to be family and we're there to have fun.
Thank you so much for that and for all of your contributions to the engineering management profession and to the ASEM community, Dr. Long.
It's been an honor. Delighted.
This concludes our interview. More on this Spotlight series as well as others are coming up, so please stay tuned.